Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Morris Law, LLC.
I always wanted to help people. I wanted to do something that would help folks make the choices that affected their everyday life. The main goal of Morris Law is to help people get their life back after an accident.
Typically our clients are going through one of the worst times of their life. They've been injured through no fault of their own, through someone's negligence or carelessness. They're often hurting physically, hurting financially.
Just because you hire a lawyer or just because you have health insurance doesn't mean that you won't get medical bills associated with your accident. Why do I owe $4,000 to the hospital when my health insurance should have paid? How does it work with the hospital and all of these injuries and how much time they have to spend in the hospital? You have to tell them that everything is going to be okay, regardless of what happens with this ambulance bill, regardless of what happens with this hospital bill. It's all going to work out. As an attorney, you're not going to let those medical providers take all of their settlement money. You negotiate that for them. You're still going to get money in your pocket for your injuries. After an accident, one of the biggest problems clients face is getting the health care they need.
We want your entire focus to be on getting better. We want to take over not only the heavy lifting, but all the technical issues of trying to push your claims through. If it ends up in trial, making sure that all of that is taken care of so you can continue to focus on your treatment.
We have attorneys that I knew for the whole time I've been practicing law. Ian was my first friend as an attorney when I started practicing. Lee and I went to law school together. We really are all friends outside of this practice. We meet with our clients together, we try cases together, and so we are a small-knit group and we know our clients.
I was test driving a car and I'm coming up to the light and there's a car coming across over to another road. She didn't see me, I didn't see her, and we kind of collided. I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't really do anything. Bills was piling up. I didn't know what was going to happen. The girl of the car, she didn't have no insurance. She didn't have a license. I knew right away that I needed an attorney. Company that I was going to buy the car from, he referred me to Jeff. I called him and said, hey, I was in an accident. Can you help me out? He told me that I was in good hands. I wouldn't have to worry about anything. And they kept in touch with me on everything. I never had to contact them, email them, call them, or anything. And I loved them for that. I felt like they were my family when I went there. They really showed me love.
What makes the Morris Law Firm unique is the collaboration that we have between our attorneys and our staff here. Jeff, Ian, and I are a team. We're bringing the big law firm feel to a small law firm.
You know, some clients will go to other firms and they only talk to paralegals, they only talk to staff. They've never once talked to an attorney. Our policy is that you're going to talk to an attorney on day one. Morris, his background comes with a strong drive. He understands the medical part more than anybody at this firm. Besides the attorneys, our staff is key. We design our firm so that each of the staff member has the same experience as we do.
At Morris Law, all 3 attorneys go on every file. Every attorney will be involved in your case, and if your case goes to trial, you will get every attorney at Morris Law at that trial.
Here at Morris Law, we want to get you more. We want to get you more in terms of service. We want to get you more in terms of legal representation. We want to get you more in terms of your case value.
At Morris Law, we can't undo what happened, but we can help you get past it. We are going to help you.
This story is sponsored by Morris Law, LLC.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
We have quite a treat today on Living Local Carolina. I am joined in studio by Salty Dog Senior Dog Rescue. How are you guys doing?
We're awesome. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So obviously we have a very esteemed guest over here, Otis, who's sitting on the couch with us. But why don't y'all tell me first a little bit about what you do and the whole purpose behind your mission?
Sure, absolutely. We are a senior-based rescue. We only take dogs 6 and older. We get dogs from owner surrender as well as from shelters. We started in May of 22, and we are a 501c3. We are totally operated by volunteers, located in Pawleys Island, but we have fosters as far north as Little River and as far south as Charleston. And then we adopt out animals out of state. We've had people come 4-6 hours just to adopt some of our senior dogs.
Okay, so senior dogs, obviously there's a specific purpose why.
My partner and I both started working in animal rescue years ago, and we noticed that the senior dogs come in and they kind of get overlooked. People are looking for puppies or younger dogs, and most of these dogs have already been in a home, so they are surrendered or dropped off at a shelter, and then they just are there kind of overwhelmed, never been in that type of environment before. So we just felt a need to come and draw those dogs out, put them in a foster home as opposed to a shelter, and then focus more attention on them so that they get adopted.
You're closing that gap for dogs like Otis.
Yes. We enjoy what we do. We also, another thing that is important to us is estate planning. We really feel like people need to focus on what's going to happen to their animals should something happen to them. Too many people assume that family or friends are going to take their dog, and actually cats as well, and then what happens is they get dropped off at a shelter instead.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by Quadre Stuckey. We're talking about beautiful, beautiful artwork with a rich cultural heritage. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm blessed. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me today.
We're going to do a lot of fun stuff, but first I want to get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
I want you to kind of walk me through your creative process when it comes to this.
So when it comes to my creative process with the artwork, I like to visualize what I'm going to do first in my mind, and then I like to, draw it or sketch it on the canvas. And then once I sketch it on the canvas, I like to add that paint to bring it to life.
And you have quite a history.
Yes.
Why did you get into art in the first place?
I would say art is like my God-given talent. It wasn't something I had to try hard with. It was something that would naturally come to me that just kind of flows easy. So I wanted to use that and share my gift with the world.
I would say that when you look at your art, I was taking a look at your portfolio, and a lot of it is so striking.
Yes.
You have such a unique look.
Yes.
How would you describe your art, though?
I mean, I would describe my art as kind of like a mixture between like contemporary pop art and then low country Gullah lifestyle series. That's what I say, because that's our history and rich culture in Charleston, South Carolina, where I'm from. So it's about that Gullah lifestyle, maintaining the culture and the heritage. So I'm just telling the story through my artwork.
Why is that important to you?
I feel like it's important because if you don't tell your own story, somebody else will tell your story and control your narrative. So it's better for you to keep your own history and pass it down to the generations to come, like your grandkids, your great-grandkids, and your children, to let them know where they came from and what you did to make it here where you're at today.
And how does it feel whenever people see your art for the first time?
It feels amazing because, with artwork, it speaks to everybody different. You know what I'm saying? People get happy, people get excited, people get, filled with joy. So I mean, me inside, that's just a good heartwarming feeling that I feel every time that people see it, experience it, and then they just love it and fall in love with it.
And what would you say is the toughest part of the process for you?
The toughest part of the process was, I'd probably say, selling it, because, these are like my kids, and then somebody wants to buy it, you gotta let it go and then not look back. But, at the same time, I could just paint another one.
And speaking of, If someone is interested in purchasing your art or taking a look,
Yes.
how can they do that?
Well, they could go online to my website, www.quaddesigns.net, or they could go onto my nonprofit site, www.gullah-Geechee-Family-Foundation.com, purchase the artwork.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Quadre. I appreciate you visiting me today.
Definitely.
This segment is sponsored by Next Level Mobility. Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I am so thrilled to be at Next Level Mobility today. How are you doing?
Doing fine. We're glad to have you.
Oh, this is so much fun. You guys have so much to offer here, whether you are a newbie or a seasoned workout pro. Tell me all about what you guys have.
That is correct. So we are a unique fitness studio and we focus on improving people's mobility. We are a results-driven place. We have a special right now that gives you 6 sessions. It's no commitment. You get to try us out, see what we're all about, and then if you like us, you can sign up for good.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. It's an orientation program. It's a $500 value and it's $199 for the month of January.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
All of these big name gyms that want you in the door and they don't really care if you stay or not, but you guys actually want to invest in every person that walks through your doors.
That's right. It's about quality, not quantity here. We really want to make sure that you have a quality experience here at Next Level. And that's why we have the unique parts of us. We start out with a scan. We sit down with you. We talk to you about nutrition. We then look at a stretch program for you, and then we do personal training, and at the end we offer recovery, so we have a lot to offer there.
This is also to make sure that people are working out, seeing results, and not hurting themselves.
That is correct. It's a small environment, so it gives us the opportunity to watch what people are doing and ensure that they're working out properly.
So walk me through the whole orientation process for a newbie.
Okay, so when you sign up, the first thing we do is we put you on our Fit 3D scanner, which is a state-of-the-art scanner that does about 1,200 3D pictures of your body and really gives you a good assessment of where you stand. So that's always our baseline. We get started. Then one of our trainers will sit down with you, review the results, and talk to you about your nutrition plan, because as we know, nutrition is a big part of fitness. After that, you can then have an assisted stretch. Assisted stretch is the new workout for a lot of people, and we can really assess your flexibility on an assisted stretch. After that, we give you 4 personal training sessions with one of our personal trainers that will work specifically with you. And then we wrap it up with a nice recovery room that is unique to the Grand Strand.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about this recovery room. I walked in there and it's really cool.
Thank you, thank you. It's sponsored by Normatec Hyperice, very well known for compression, blood flow. A lot of athletes use it. A lot of sports teams use Normatec Recovery because it recovers your muscles quickly. So if you've had a hard workout or if you've had a hard game, either way, you can get recovered pretty quickly.
Talk to me about the clients that you have. It's quite a big age range.
We do. We have clients from as young as 13 all the way up to 90. And we have a wide variety of clients that certainly have a unique way of working out here.
Tell me about your experience with people who come in and say, I did not know what I was doing, and now I feel so much better, and you guys have really helped me.
Well, that's the biggest problem. We get people in here and they say, I don't know how to use this equipment. So this orientation program gives you the opportunity to understand how to use the equipment and how it's going to work for your body as well.
Tell me about your team here.
Well, we have a great team. We have 6 personal trainers, all certified. Each one has an expertise level, so depending on what you're looking for, you get to choose the trainer that you need that's going to best supply your needs.
Love it. And you did talk about it a little bit, but you guys have a special going on right now. Yes. It's 6 personal training sessions.
6 sessions, which include the scan, the nutrition, and the personal training, as well as assisted stretch. It does give you 24-hour access to this place too, so I may add that as well. And that's all for $199 right now.
Fantastic. All right, how can people learn more about you guys?
Go to our website, nextlevelmb.com, or you can give us a call at 843-299-2320. That's the easiest way to get in touch with us, or stop by here at 907 Garden City Connector.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.